Hello, this is Fedena support, and today we are going to know about the webinar on the HR and finance module. So let's get started with the HR module. First of all, the HR module can be accessed from this administration tab and human resource link. So the human resource link gives the human resource homepage where you will be able to mm, play upon with all the available features that we have in Fedena for HR. So let's get started with the HR settings. In HR settings, we have this add employee category, add employee position, department, grade, and so on. So let's get started with the add employee category, which gives you the liberty of categorizing your employees into different kinds of category. Let us suppose you want to create a category with the name category 001. Then you can create a category like this, and then category 001 would mean that we would be creating a category with the prefix or a code cat 001 and the category 001. As soon as the category is created, we'll be getting a flash message which says employee category created. So this would further mean that we will be getting this category in a drop-down box while we will be admitting employees into the application. The next thing would be to go to this add employee position where we will be getting further subdivisions of the categories that we have created in the HR settings part. So please note that all the settings like the made with the position, made with the category or grade are to be done prior before admitting the employees into the institution. So let's suppose I want to create a position with the name of post 1 to post 11 and then the category here, and then on clicking create we will be getting a category or further subdivision with the position that we've created here. That's all about the position part. Further, you can even add your departments and categorize your employees into different departments. So to do so, you can go to this name again, type the name of the department. Let us suppose English, and then the department code ENG maybe, and then you'll be able to create a department with the name, the specified name. The next thing would be to go to the add employee grade where we will be entering up the name, the priority, the maximum periods per day and the maximum periods per week that a person belonging to this grade can take up. So that's all about the grade part. So the next part of HR setting would be the most important part of HR setting where we will be dealing up with the payroll category. So here let's click upon add payroll category to put a category name. So if you want to put a category name with something like bonus or let us give it a name as bonus 00001, and it is always to be marked as a percentage of a pre-created category basic pay, then you need to do it this way. Moreover, you can even create bonus as a separate field, and then this field can be used up while creating up the payroll of the employees. So this way you'll be able to create a category with this. So that's how an payroll category would work too. Moreover, if you would like to add some bank details of your employees, you can do so. But please note that it's basically a information field or a data field where you will be able to fill up the bank account number and bank name. So you can create some bank details here. The next thing would be to give up with the add additional detail. So in add additional detail, you need to type the name of the additional detail here, the status, the mandatory or not, you can check it up from here, and then the field which will be coming up. So basically if you want some fields apart from the one that are already available in Fedena for the employee admission, then you can click upon a name, from the name field here and type the input method for the relevant field, and then uh, the user will be asked up the data regarding to the particular additional field while the admission of the employee is being done. So that is all about the HR settings part. So now let's cruise upon to the employee management. So to deal with the employee management, first of all, let's create an employee admission profile. So the first name is to be mandatorily filled up, and then the employee number can be filled, the joining date of the employee, then the department. Please note that the department, category and the position are the mandatory parts, so we need to enter the position, category and department mandatorily, and then the next of the things can be skipped out. But please note that whenever we are trying to enter the data, it would be okay, it would be fine if you would enter all the data regarding it, so that it would be fine for us, so that we would be able to fetch it at a later part. So then the next step or the step 2 of employee admission would be to enter the home address, office address, contact details of the employee. So you can enter all of the details up here. The bank account number can be entered along with the bank name. The passport number is to be entered, and on hitting the button save and proceed, you will be able to go to the privileges part of employee admission. So privileges part of employee admission is the most important part, as here the user has to decide that which job is to be given to the particular employee who is being entered here. Let us suppose that the person in charge is the one who deals with student management. So Ram will be responsible for the student manager, made with the admission or student control or student view or the attendance register or the attendance view. So this all things can be taken care by Ram if we are hitting upon the save button by selecting this. So the next step would be to add a reporting manager for the employee. So let's click upon a name here, and this way Surya Kumari would be marked as the reporting manager for the person who is getting admitted right now. The next part would be to enter the payroll part. So as we have entered all the details and we have created some of the fields which are a percentage of a pre-created category like payroll, the rest of the things will be auto calculated. So as per the settings that we have done from HR settings, DNS allowance or DA would be the 25% of the basic pay. So similarly, the rest of the details will be calculated, or the rest of the payroll categories will be auto calculated. So if you don't want this auto calculation feature, you can even leave it as blank without setting it as a percentage from the HR settings, and then you can enter it one by one from here. So the next step would be to click upon the finish button, which will redirect the user to the profile page of the employee. So this completes the admission process of adding an employee into the institution. So the credentials for this employee would be the employee ID, that is SC0EH13011, and the password would be SC0EH1301123. So the employee ID followed by the employee ID 123 would be the password of the employee to log into his account. So that's all about how we can admit employees into the application. The next step would be to map the admitted employee into for a different subject. So once we are done with the admitting of employees, we would like to decide which subject will be taught by this particular employee. So here we need to map a teacher with a subject to teach it in a particular batch. So let us suppose we are selecting a subject from here, 10th 2013, then a subject may be biology, and then select the department biology from here. So here you need to check up like for to teach subject in the biology in the batch 10th 2013, you are recruiting someone or you are asking someone from the biology department to do so. So to do so, you can go to this particular department here, or and on choosing assign, these three teachers will be marked as teachers to teach biology in this batch. So that's what we mean when we do an employee substitution of the. The next thing would be to go to the employee leave management, where we'll be able to add different leave types. So to add a leave type, you can click upon add leave types, type the name of the leave. Let us suppose I want to put it as a casual leave. You can put the leave code as CL here, and then the maximum leave count you can put as what. Then you have to choose whether it is to be carried forward or not. So having done the leave types, now you would like to see the attendance register of the employees. So the attendance register link from here gives you the liberty to choose the department you want to be in, and then on choosing the department you will be able to get a register which looks like a real register, of course, and here you'll be able to mark someone as absent or present for the day. So to mark let us suppose Srinivas as absent, you can mark him as here. So just click upon the cell in which you want to mark absent. So today's date will be coming up in highlighted as 18th Tuesday March 2014, and then the teacher's name would be coming up here. So today, if you want to mark Srinivas as absent for today, you can hit upon this cell and type the leave type, specify the reason for absence, and then the teacher will be marked as absent. So this way you can even mark the teacher as absent or present. So basically in Fedena, the all the persons made by the teacher or student are present by default. So here we mark only the absentees of students and not the presents. The next thing would be to go to the attendance report and have a look upon the department part from here. So here you will be able to see the number of CLs taken, number of ELs taken by each of this employee here, along with the employee number. So the next part of employee leave management is to do the reset leave. So reset leave is the place where you will be able to reset the existing leave of your employees. So let's start off with the leave reset settings, where you are asked to enter the leave reset period. So you need to enter the period for which the reset will occur, and then the count begin date. So you need to put the count begin date from where to start, and then enable automatic reset would automatically reset the leaves of this employee. So that's all about this leave reset settings. Moreover, this reset level can be found by at the department level and then the individual level also. So but if you want to reset the leave of all the employees in your institution, you can click upon reset all to do so. So that's all about the employee leave management. Now let's go to the employee search to search for an employee that we want to know about. So let's search for someone with the name of Ram that we have just entered. So on clicking Ram, I will be redirected to the profile page of Ram. So that's all about the employee search. The next thing would be to go to the create payslip. So whenever it comes about the create payslip, it's a two-way verification process where the person who is in charge of HR has to create a payslip, and then the person who is in charge of finance has to either approve or reject it. If the person who is in charge of finance approves, it will be taken as a transaction, and if he rejects, it will be found in the rejected payslip in the create payslip link from here. So the next thing would be to click upon select employee, where you will be able to select department here by choosing the name of the employee from here. So here if you want to create a payslip for each of this employee here, so you need to fill up all the details like the basic pay, DA and all other items like this, and then if you want to create one more category for this particular employee, you can click upon add individual category, type the name the amount and specify whether it's a deduction or not. So things like the loss of pay and the income tax would be coming under deduction. So you can enter all the amounts here by creating up a field for the same, and then you can hit the create button to create the payslip. So that's how the payslip for your employees can be created. Moreover, this payslip can be generated at a go for all of your employees. So to do so, you can click upon one-click payslip generator, where you will be able to generate the payslip for all the employees. But if you think that you have committed a mistake and you want to revert back to the process, so it's the one-click payslip revert, which will revert you to the last payslip generated. So that's all about the HR module in detail. So finally concluding up with the HR module, we have this employee payslip, where you will be able to do the payslip of all your employees by selecting the department from here and then the month, and then hitting this view to give you the payslips generated here. So that would now conclude the HR module. So now let's go to the finance module to know what all we have in store for us. So once we click upon the administration tab and then go to finance link, we'll be able to see the home page of this, which says fees, category and transaction. So let's go to the fees. So whenever it comes to fees, it's a basic workflow that we need to follow. We would start with the create fee, and then where we would be able to create some fees for all of our employees. Then it's the schedule fee collection, where we will be able to schedule some fee collection dates for our employees, for our students, sorry. The next thing would be to go to the collect the fees, where we'll be able to collect the fees from the students, and then you can even view the fee structure and have a list of all the defaulters who haven't paid a fee, and then maybe you can even refund the fees taken. So let's start off with the creation of fees. So the first step of creating a fees would be to create a category. So in create category, you need to click upon the create category link, type the name of the master category here, and then select the batch to which the master category is to be created. So you need to select the class, or sorry, batch to which the master category is created. So but whenever we create a master category, we just create an empty template where we need to stuff the particulars in. So now to stuff particulars into this master category, you can click upon create particulars, type the name of the particular as suppose it's tuition fees, and then put a description for the same, and then the amount, let us suppose 1200, and then you need to select the category, and then the batch. Similarly, you can create some more particulars based upon this admission number of student category. So if you are choosing all from here, all the persons in this particular master category will be having this fees. So but if you are choosing admission number, then all the persons will be having this having this particulars for sorry, this particular will be available for only those persons who have the admission numbers entered up here, separated by commas. And then if you want to have a particular for a special category, student category, then you can go by clicking upon student category and choose the category in they are in. So this way there are actually three ways of creating a particular. So let's go to this all here and hit the create button to create a particular. So the create particular. More if you would like to create discounts and generate fines, you can click upon create discount here, and then select the discount type. So if you want to give the discount type for the whole batch, you need to select the batch here. But if you want to give the discount type for the whole student category, you can do so by clicking upon this. But if you want to give the discount for a particular student, you need to click upon student here and type the name of the student, name of the discount along with the admission number. So let's give a discount. If you want to give a discount, you can click the fee category here, put the discount and select the percentage or mode from here. So the next thing would be to go to the generate fine, where you will be able to make some fine rule sets for your students. Let us suppose you want to give a fine rule set for all students who will be paying the money after after by delaying it by a day. So then you can even get the persons to pay 25% extra than they are supposed to pay. So similarly, you can create some more fine rule sets by entering the due date here and the fine amount from here. So that's how the fine rule sets can be created. So the next step would be to go to this fees link again and schedule the fee collection. So to schedule fee collection, you can go to create fee collection link from here and then click upon fee category. So the fee category would be the one that we have created here just now with the name of MC009. Let's put up a fee collection name, March collection, and then the category, let us suppose fine rule 1. So the next step would be to enter start date and the due date, and on then hitting the button create, you will be able to create some fee collection dates. Moreover, as I have said, that whenever we do some of the jobs like the scheduled jobs, it will be available in a flash message here. So you can even check the same by going upon to each of these pages here. So the next job is to see the view see or view the fee collection dates that we have done. So you can even view the fee collection dates from here, which says view, type the batch here, and so on selecting the batch you will be able to see all the fee collections that are being done for the particular batch. So that was all about how we can view the fee collection dates, and now it's finally time to collect the fees from the student. So to collect fees from the student, you can click upon fee submission by course, which will be giving you a batch here with the name say 10/3/2013 and then the fee collection date. So here you need to go to that particular part here and the name of the student will be coming up from here, and then you can choose a payment mode, whether it's cash or online payment or check or DD. So you can click upon pay fees to pay the fees for this particular student. But what if your submission of fees for students comes up in a random manner? So you need to click upon fee submission for each student, where you need to type the name of the student here. Let us suppose Preeti. You need to click upon the first name here and then the fee collection date. So you can even go through each one of this to pay the fees of your student. So this way you will be able to collect the fees from the student. But please note that whenever you will be making a payment of fees, get the payment notes. So the payment mode can also be changed either by online payment or cash or DD, and the notes regarding the same can be put up here in the payment notes bar, which will be coming up in this column. So that was all about the payment of fees for the student. The next thing would be to have a look upon the fee structure if you need to do so for some of your employees. So all you need to do is just go to the fee structure part from here, type the name of the employee to which you would need the fee structure for, and then you'll be able to see the fee structure of the particular person, of the particular fee collection date. So that's all about the fee collection part. So now if you would like to have the list of all the students who haven't paid a fee, so you need to click upon fee defaulters, select a course from here, You need to select the batch here, the fee collection date. So on selecting the fee collection date, you'll be able to get the list of all the students who haven't paid a fees for this fee collection dates. Moreover, we have this pay fees link which will redirect the user directly to the paying page, and you can even pay the fees for the same there. So that's all about the payment of fees. Moreover, we have this fees refund where you will be able to make some refund for any of your students. So let's click upon fees refund. So we need to first of all create a refund rule, and then the you view refunds will be giving you the list of all the refunds made for a day, and then apply refund would actually refund the student fees. The next thing would be to go to the fee imports, where you'll be able to change the assigned fee collection dates for a student. So let us suppose that the student Aryan not to pay all these fee collection dates created. So if you would like to let a particular student and pay only this fee collection date, like March collection and March collection, so on. So you can click upon the corresponding part, and then you'll be able to give them the required fee collection dates on assigning it. So that's how the fee imports work. The next step would be to go the instant fees, where you will be able to manage some instant fees for a student. So you can even add some particulars, some categories here, and then you can click upon pay fees. So basically the instant fee is different from the normal fees that you have been paying. It's because the instant fees doesn't have a due date or something like that. So you can even use this instant fees in cases when you would like to raise a fund from your students, maybe for the teachers day or for some relief fund or something like that. So the instant fee would be of great help to you in those cases. Moreover, all the transactions made in this instant fee can be accessed from the transactions list. So that was all about the instant fee part, and this completes the fee section. So we will be going to the category now. So in case if you would like to create some finance categories, so basically all the finance categories like donation, fees, hostel, instant fee are all there in the application. So but if you want to create some more finance category, something like the agent commission or applicant registration and so on, so you need to click it the create finance category and type the name of the category name and description and specify whether it comes under the income or not. If it doesn't come under income, it would definitely be an expense. So all the categories that you will be creating up here will be shown up while making a transaction in the transactions report part. So the next part would be go to the transactions here. So here you'll be able to have a track of all the expenses and incomes made till date. So to click upon add expense, you can click upon the add expense here, type the name of the title. Let us suppose if you want to give a record transaction or an expenses for something in the agent commission. So let's suppose it's agent commission 1 2 3, let us suppose, and then it's an amount something around 20,000, and then on clicking the respective fees or expenses or the fee finance category from here, you'll be able to record the expenses made. Moreover, all the expenses made can be seen from using this expenses link from here. So you'll also be able to get the receipt of the same. So you can go to the expenses part, click upon this to get the date, and then you'll be able to get the detail of all the same, all the details regarding the expenses done for this date. So that was all about the expenses part. Similarly, you can even add your incomes using this create income available in this transaction link. Then we have this reverted transactions, where you will be able to get the list of all the transactions that has been reverted from either the fees or hostel or transport. So whenever the reverted transaction has been made, you will be able to get it in the reverted transactions link from here. That was all about the transactions part. So now let's go to donation, where you'll be able to record the donation made from a particular person. So you need to type the donor name here, type the description, and then the transaction date, and then the amount. And on clicking add, the donation would be added. So further, if you would like to have the list of all the donors till date, you can even click upon donors here to get the list. So you can even get the receipt here for each of the donations made. So the receipt would all obviously contain the school logo along with the donation, along with the description, amount, and the transaction ID. So that was how the donations can be met up. The next thing would be go to the automated transaction. So let us suppose that you want to mark a automated transaction. Let us suppose that every transaction that you will be making up has to come across via some cutting of 5 or 10%, maybe because of the rules set up by the legislation there. So you can click upon automated transactions there for such a case and specify if it's auto transaction and up to what percentage of money will be negated from the total amount. So whenever a person who is making a donation of 100 rupees, the system will note it as 95, as the 5% will be cut off as a part of the auto transaction rule that we have mentioned it. The next thing would be to go to the payslip part, where you will be able to approve the payslip. So as I have already told in the HR module, like the payslip is always a two-way verification process. So the person in charge of HR has to create a payslip, and then the person who is in charge of finance has to either approve it or reject it. So to approve a payslip, you can go to the view payslip part from here and then click upon the department, maybe the academics or something like, or the a biology department or the English department, and then go to this month here, and on hitting the button view, you will be able to get the list of all the payslips that has been approved for the particular month. Moreover, if you want to approve the payslip of any of the employees whose payslip status is still pending, you can click upon the view link from here, and then you will be redirected to a page where you will be able to see the payslip of the employee. So you can even, being the finance side, you can even approve it or reject it. So in any of the cases, you need to give a reason for the same. So let's approve the payslip for this particular employee. So I'm clicking approve. You will be asked the security of the situation, and I'm clicking OK. The remark will be asked up, and then hitting the button submit. That payslip has been accepted and it has been marked as a transaction. So that's all about the payslip part in Fedena. The next thing would be to go to the finance reports, where you will be able to see the reports for the finance. Like let us suppose if you want to see the reports of all the reports, basically for today, you can click upon these two dates, and then you'll be able to get the statistical report as well as the graphical report of the expenses and incomes done per day. So further clicking into this will be giving you more details about the same. So that's all about the transactions part. Furthermore, using this compare transactions, you will be able to compare transactions via using a graphical and a statistical report of two different periods. So you need to enter the two different periods up from here, and then you will be able to get the list, the statistical list of the data there. The last thing of the finance would be to go to the asset liability management, where you will be able to maintain all your assets and liabilities efficiently. So here in asset liability management would be, you will be able to ask the assets and liabilities like this. So let's click upon the create button here, type the name, the description, the amount, and then you can even view the assets here. So basically we are recording the assets and liabilities done for a particular institution. So that was all about the HR and finance module in a nutshell. So now let's move upon to the query round, and before moving upon the query round, I would like to thank you everyone for being a part of this. Thank you for listening. So let's start up the query round now.